Hey there, beautiful souls. Jess Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel and updated podcast channel, Spoken Like an Angel Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is September 12th. 2023, and the episode is episode number 67, Adam and Eve, biting from the forbidden fruit, attending sacred self. So Spirit hit me with this because all these messages I come with on this podcast channel are channeled directly from source, from angels, from passed over loved ones. It's coming somewhere in the 5D and the 12D and all the other realms in between. 111 as I say this. And so Spirit was really wanting, God especially, Spirit, God, Source, whatever you want to call it today. I was just really told to come out here and talk about Adam and Eve. Now, we all know the story of Adam and Eve. A lot of us don't agree with it. And then they came up with Lilith, which is the divine, or it's the dark divine feminine side of Lilith. Was, in a nutshell, that story, if you've ever heard of, well, Adam and Eve, and then there was Lilith first. So Lilith came and Adam wanted to subdue Lilith, and she's like, I'm cool, you're not going to tell me what to do. Basically, you're not going to be a narcissist and just do whatever you want, and I got to just deal with it. And when he tried to do this and that, and also, I guess he wanted her to be submissive, basically, in the submissive position, and she didn't want to, so she set him out, and she left the garden of Adam and Eve, basically, and then Eve came in. That's how that story goes. It's what I'm understanding, because I don't know a whole bunch about Lilith, because that's not who I connect with my dark divine feminine when in moments of the dark soul, the dark night of the soul. I definitely do connect with it, and it's not a bad side, it's just that side I bring out every day in my work anymore, because I've had my dark divine feminine be out there. And yeah, so we're doing the love and light and the divine feminine, the higher love and light here. So either way, we get to Eve. Okay, so the story is that Eve got hypnotized by the snake, Satan, and he tempted her, and she ate the apple, and then she gave the apple to man. Well, I got a download here, because either way, I don't want you to think I'm holding judgment for one side or the other. I'm just trying to get a better picture for you. And if you want to ever know more about what I'm talking about, always am at a neutral point when I'm sharing information on here. I just want to get you enlightened so you get curious to go find out more. So definitely go find out more about Lilith. You have to have your dark divine feminine. You can't suppress her. Okay, you can't suppress your dark side, because it's just like your inner child. It's going to come back out, right? So it's about being friends with all sides of you. It doesn't matter how dark they are, but that's not the point of this. I just want to get that out of the way. The point of this is, what if, this is what I channeled from Spirit. They wanted me to give you a little what if scenario, and I'm seeing 444 as I say this. So this is what I channeled. Let me know what you think. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you're enjoying this so far. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments, because this is an open As long as it's respectful and it goes towards the point and it's not shaming anyone, I'm all about hearing other people's opinions because I don't agree with everything that comes out of the Bible either. I'm just here to share it as a prophetic voice to help you understand what it truly means because it's been so hidden in plain sight for so many people. And that's like the part of the game. So let me know what you think about this. So Adam and Eve, naked man and woman, resisting lust and temptation of the devil, burning bush, love, and then we're going to talk about the Lovers tarot card and the Devil tarot card here in a minute. I found an article that I just want to share with you guys because that's all about the devil, the love and the lust and the temptation. Okay, because if you look on the Lovers card, that's an angel, that's Archangel Raphael at the top. If you look on the Devil's tarot card, that is Baphomet. That's the horned, winged devil animal thing. So we'll get into that in a minute. So I'm hearing, are you chained to your toxic pattern? So what toxic pattern are you connected to? And is it lust? Is it fear? Is it scarcity? Because there's things that you're putting out there that you haven't experienced yet. And because you haven't experienced it yet, you're putting out there that they'll never happen. And it doesn't matter how much time has went by because time is a human concept. So if you have been single for 20 years, what have you been doing in your last 20 years of being single? Did you clear out and face your demons and your skeletons that were in your closet? All those things that were hindering your inner child is what I'm hearing? Or did you just keep trying to get under someone to get over someone? 707, as I say that. Go look up that number. It's definitely, it's all a number about strength and faith. Because this is what Spirit is saying, that's resisting that lust and temptation of the devil. Are you able to resist temptation and pass the test so you can finally receive your kingdom spouse? God's not going to condemn you because you've slept with a lot of people or you've slept with people before marriage. Somebody's got a blocked throat chakra out there. Whew. The reason why you're not supposed to sleep with people before marriage is because we're already preordained to meet certain people and to do certain things. And if you had a relationship, especially if it was a sexual nature with someone and it didn't work out, that is because that was a lesson that came straight from the devil to have you see if you could resist the temptation. I failed horribly at that. I'll just tell you, I failed that test horribly because I met someone when I was 17. And because when I met them, see, I always tell people come to me with their relationships, and I'm really good about helping you find your kingdom spouse. Please send me an email, set up an angel session if you want help with this, because I'm very good at helping you get there, but you're going to have to release those old toxic things that you don't want to hold on to. So when I was 17, this is what I ask people, how did you meet that person? Because the person that I was goo goo gaga over for over 20 years, I met when I was 17, and I had just broke up with my abusive ex that I met when I was 14 because, I got kicked out of I didn't get kicked out. I had left my house because my karmic father at the time, trigger warning, picked me up one day. We got in an argument and nobody was there, just me and him. And it was something really silly over like, I didn't want to go to softball anymore because they were just throwing me out in the outfield and not letting me play, but they were training me on third base. But when game time came, they just threw me in the outfield because I wasn't I didn't fit in. So I remember telling my dad that, and he picked me up by my throat. And the way I got out is he had on hold of my shirt, and I wiggled out of my shirt. I had a pair of boxers on. So I ended up running down the street in my bra and boxers, and at that moment, you know, I'm 14. I think I was almost 15, like a couple months shy of it. The only thing I knew was I had met this dumb guy. What do you do at that age? Tell me, what do you do? Because you don't have a lot of options when you're 14, 15. And what even made me more bothered about this memory that goes in my head all the time is, why didn't any of my karmic family ever reach out and help me and extend? Because I had an uncle in California that lived wherever over there in Brentwood Hills. That's almost like by where Kim Kardashian lives, guys. Not one of them ever extended, say, hey, you want to come live here? Not one person, not my grandparents, nothing, because it was all a ploy. I feel this is what I'm understanding, is that my karmic family didn't want me to make it. They did not want me to make it, because I ended up having to go live with this guy and learn the true meaning of poverty, because there was roaches, little tiny baby roaches that got in all of our food. I ate them. I showered with cold water because his parents were too busy buying drugs instead of taking care of their kids that they had there with them, so, and buying propane because we lived in a trailer. I learned what the true meaning of hunger was when I moved in with this person. I didn't eat for at least a week at a time. And when I went and bought food, I got yelled at because I was supposed to feed the whole family, not just myself. And they said, we fed you, so you feed us. And they had like 5 kids, guys. So I'm just saying, like, anyways, I got off a topic. That needed to come out, though, I guess, because how did you meet this person? Well, I met my predator. I'm going to just call him a predator because I used to be goo goo gaga about him. But that was because I met him at 17 and I was with this person for 4 years, and I lost a child. I have an angel baby I lost at 16 that I didn't just have a miscarriage. I actually had to bury my first child in a grave and have a ceremony. While everybody told me it was all my fault. And my karmic family kind of, patted me on my back and said, I'm sorry. And then everybody went down the row, said, I'm sorry to me, and then bawled all over him. And everybody after that told me it was all my fault. So I never got help with that, never got any kind of counseling. I was made to sit in a room while he went out and hung out with his boy and cheated on me, and even brought her back to the house and made out with her in the middle of the driveway. Whew. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm just letting you know I've been there. I've done that. But that's why I went from one demon to the next, because then I got my own trailer, right, at 17. I ended up moving there, getting my own trailer. My mom knew the old lady, so that's why I got a trailer so young. I had my brother move in and all his friends move in because I was afraid of my life because I kept being stalked every day. And by my ex-boyfriend that I left, that went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and literally got put in a mental institution with bipolar and schizophrenia. So you can go listen to my whole story if you'd like. It's on my Your Angels Are Talking, Are You Listening podcast on my Angel Vibes, just Intuitive Angel Vibes channel. But anyway, so I met this guy and I thought he was like the hottest thing I've ever met. He was the popular guy. He was the mysterious guy. And I fell for it because at 17 and we were hanging out, having a good time. It was the 90s. So I took that as genuine love. And I didn't understand. Now I understand in my 40s how when I connected back with this person in my 30s, because I thought this person was genuine and they were really truly my friend, which I come to find out people are patient and narcissists are patient. When you show back up, your exes, the reason why people are saying leave your ex alone is because I am living proof. Don't go back with if you put him in the ex, you put him in the past for a reason. Because I went and reconnected with my ex, and then I guess my ex went and reconnected with everybody, and everybody went and reconnected with everybody to team up against me. Holy cow. This is why I had to go through this, because this person also put a bunch of black magic on me. So because my mind, like, I did not care if this person showed up. I left everyone. I pushed everyone away and said, I don't care. I want that one. And I couldn't, for many years, I beat up myself. Why did you do that? Why were you always lusting after this person like hardcore? And I'm learning because I was at a low vibrational energy, which made me susceptible to black magic. 1011, as I say that. So I want to keep repeating this. Black magic cannot be full. It can still have effect, but it can't be fully effective unless 1555, as I say that, unless you're not aware of it. So that's why I'm making you aware of it, not to scare you, because I used to be the person, everybody come to me when I first started reading cards, and they were like, I've got a spell on me. And then after we got done talking, it just ended up, it wasn't a spell, it was more inner child stuff. But I never discount that off to just being inner child stuff. You've got to have an open, stop saying it's just this or just that. So I channeled a poem with this as well. So right now, this is all about Mercury retrograde, speaking your piece, because we're all about to level up to a new level, and these things are minute things of the past. So if you're like, wow, you just let it all out, yes. And I don't protect the shadows. I'm loyal to those that are loyal to me. I don't just go spread everyone's business either, because I never share information in hate and greed or lust. I don't do that. But these people took my kindness for weakness, and they're taking your kindness for weakness. And if you're resonating with me, this is how spirit speaks to people. Okay, it's 1711, as I say that, somebody out there else is going through this exact thing. And when I get more people on here and more karmics start detaching from my energy, you're going to see me start rising up more. You can see my progress of when all these karmics that have gotten in my energy, and why you're like, wow. I've had people say, wow, I can't believe they're holding you back. Yeah, I know. But if you found me, high five, because you got the real, true light worker, angel, intuitive, here to help heal you. I'm here to gather up my soul tribe. It's kind of like Noah's Ark. Do you want to get on the boat? Because we're heading to calmer waters and peace. And you're welcome to come with us, but you have to leave that low vibe, trifling stuff at where you're at. It can't come on the boat with you. That's where you're going to understand. So it's not about having sex and being lustful. I really have to point that out, because that is a societal thing that is taught us. That's why they put the horns on. That's why they went out there on Super Bowl and dressed in red, because they're trying. It's all, I understand it. It doesn't matter if it's happening. It's, are you going to be susceptible and fall to it? So let me know what you think about this so far. If you're resonating, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm going to read you my poem that I channeled. So these karmic lessons were just test of your soul, the purity of your intentions, the tenacity of putting actions into words and choices, the realization to show your soul's desires rather than the shallow pits of the toxic shadows, all the tricks that were played and taking of your good nature, all while sending you kiss emojis and cuddling up next to you in the sheets. Oops, forgot to tell you that me and Wanda creep. Oh yeah, don't forget about Sally and Sue, Maureen, Nadine, Millie, and Shonda. These girls you did sleep with. These girls you did sleep, but my sanity I will keep. Lindsay thought she got away, and Sarah knew it was tough, but she just couldn't stay away from being a scruff. A sneak, a scoundrel, a low-down dirty thief. I thought you were my everything, my solid as a rock. Now I'm realizing that you were just all talk. Good riddance to you and the demonic attachments you carry. No longer will I have to sit and bury these feelings of judge and jury. For years I did not speak, even though you made me weep. I'm finding out it's another illusion that adds to your delusion. Today I am emotionally, spiritually, and physically waking up and pulling away from your energy. Don't worry, I won't forget to wave. What illusions do you need to break free from of karmic energy? And what is holding you back today, beautiful souls? Definitely hit that like, share, and subscribe button if that spoke to your soul. If you're listening to this message and you've gotten this far, you're definitely part of my soul tribe. Definitely know that good things are coming for you, and karmic energy is being frozen to cool them off, is what I'm hearing. So I keep hearing that part from Aladdin. Let's throw them a couple of 1,000 years in the cave of wonders will cool you down, and that's where Genie flicks Jafar and the lamp into the cave of wonders. So this is what Spirit wants me to leave you with when I was talking about Adam and Eve. What if Satan hypnotized or put a spell on Eve to share the apple with Adam, so they got kicked out and man blamed woman for eternity? So this would cause man to always put woman beneath him, so no feminine energy can be in charge, and this would start creating wars, and this would prevent a feminine energy from to stop creating wars, because you have to be in your masculine. That's where you create wars, not in your feminine. So it's not really about gender, it's about the energy. War aspired from fallen angels. Fallen angels taught humans how to create weapons and cosmetics to keep the war between humans and their own race of beings against each other, to eventually destroy each other due to operating out of 3D ego consciousness versus higher self 5D unity consciousness. So ultimately, like makeup and beauty and all this stuff, so when you're jealous and or you get upset for someone for being beautiful, and you take that personally, then that energy is coming from the darkness, from the 3D ego consciousness. Okay, and the devil is part of the ego. That's why you have your left side and your right side. Your left side is your math side, your logical side, and that's where I guess Satan would stay on that side. Okay, the right side is your creative side, and that is where your angels and your creativity and your downloads come from. Okay, because it's like you can't be happy and sad at the same time. And if you are, then you are under something by the illusion of the devil. So maybe even inebriated, because if you're on a substance, yes, you can laugh and cry at the same time. And that's usually when you're about to go insane, because now your brain has lost control of itself. 2344 as I say that. So definitely something to think about. Never always know when I come up here, it's all about sharing thoughts, because I've always understand that thoughts lead to people speaking and conversations. Conversations are what's needed for us to be able to heal these dark shadows, because when you speak it and have conversations about stuff that's taboo, that is where it starts being healed. And the more that you speak up and speak out, that is where the darkness can't hold on to you anymore, because you were divinely protected, beautiful light workers, especially if you're a light worker. Even if you haven't gotten on your path, everybody's got the gift of being psychic. Everybody's got the gift of love and light. It's if you choose to tap into it or not. That is simply all. But you were still divinely protected, even if you're not choosing to tap into being a spiritual person yet. Okay? Because I wasn't, I couldn't get the the routine down to be a spiritual person. I was like, I can't pray enough. Like, man, I'm praying. I'm never doing it. So I went on my own journey. And now I use affirmations. I stop during my day many, many times and say, thank you, God, 2505 as I say that. Thank you, God. Thank you for what you've given me. It doesn't matter if you bring me this or that. It just matters that you're here and I'm not alone. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you that touched your soul right there. I'm going to be loading up this reading about a holistic queen that I got, something about your karmic families behind this, and healing isn't linear, it goes in cycles. So this is going to give you some background about your karmic family situation and you breaking free of it and healing it, because this is like the last thing you need to detach from before you all this stuff is a thing of the past. So 25:59, so we're at 26 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys your Lightworker message. And I keep seeing this. Somebody says I like your vibe out there. You have a secret admirer. This isn't a love message I'm coming up with, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you this because it keeps sneaking in here. You're a beautiful angel. You don't deserve me. You deserve more. And they're saying, if I invited you on a vacation, would you go with me? And this is like, I don't know, it's a Virgo. Don't fall for it. I'm not going anywhere with any Virgos right now. I'm sorry, I'm too traumatized. I'm just going to go ahead and admit that. My ex is a Virgo. I don't want to go anywhere with no Virgos. I even met a Virgo. Check this out, guys. Before I get into this, Virgos are, it's not about being a Virgo, but when you're an unhealed Virgo, you're very analytical and you're all about self and you don't care about anyone else. You literally only care about yourself. And I met someone, and you're very highly sexual too, because I met someone and it was the craziest thing. Like, they were uh, a social media person, you know, and I was like, ooh, that's good. I've never met a social media influencer. Maybe that'd be cool to date. And then I talked to them on the phone and they were so low vibrational, so perverted. And I was like, whoa, bro, I'm like really not doing all that. I'm like trying to find someone that I can be with for a while, but obviously not right away. But he's like, yeah, you're looking to get married. I'm not looking for that. I straight just need a release. And I was like, whoa, I haven't had relations with anyone for 3 years. 1023 as I say this. I'm not going to have the first relations that I have for me holding back simply because I wanted to, because I told God I obviously need to heal and I don't need to share energy sexually with anyone. So that is why I am celibate, simply because of choice. That's why I am God's worker. So when this person told me that, it was just like the most disgusting thing ever. And then I was like, whoa, bro, I had a vision of when I first met my ex and how sexual he was, and that he made me lose my good, not use my good senses. And here I am today. I hope that message helps somebody. Don't do it just because I don't care if they're. I keep hearing sugar daddy because this person's very demanding and they're a love bomber. And they keep saying no one compares to you, this earth, and they're an earth element. But I'm telling you, it smells rotten. You're not the only one they're doing this. I'm hearing Rhonda. And I'm hearing Sally. Sally, you know, there's a rap song that's really dirty out from the 90s. I can't even remember. It's like from Too Short. I'm telling you, I have all kinds of different angels and they're channeling that. I've passed over loved ones. For those of you that know there's a Too Short song with Sally out there, and that's what I'm hearing. You don't want to hook up with this person. I don't care what they're showing you. Wait for your kingdom spouse. It's a trick. It's a trick before you, because they're an F boy. You don't want to go there. You want your hot boy. I'm hearing the song, I Need a Soldier. from Beyonce, Destiny's Child. Yeah, your soldier's about to come. Don't go for this karmic little weak link. You don't want that. And that they're just their ego. If they're in ego right now, that's who I'm talking about. So, all right, let's get to this light worker message. Definitely let me know if that's your message down there, because I feel that to my soul. They could even be a foreign, I'm hearing maybe from India, Colombia, Latin, something about Thursday, a fire element too. So be cautious out there. Retrograde's not over till the 15th, and then you're supposed to wait a week for it to fully go back into alignment. So there's a lot of illusions going on out there. All right, so there is a light worker out there that needs to know that there is a red collar worker and a green collar worker. Green collar worker works in nature. They could be a farmer, wind turbine technician, waste manager, building inspector, farmer, engineer, educator, environmental educator, or agriculture and allied sector like forestry, fishing, dairy, agriculture, government worker, construction worker, any kind of those kind of workers. They are definitely getting some karma because they have been a part of this brigade that's been spying on you. They're going through stage 1, which is the chaos. You are causing an external trigger for them to spontaneously awake. So nothing makes sense to them right now. They're very overwhelmed and manic because they've got a lot of angels coming. And I keep hearing that song Everybody Knows, because they were a certified gospel. Something about Saturday revolving around this, but you ain't heard that from me. They are the queen, king, squawker of the chicken hut. They love to spread people's business like butter on toast. Refrain from spilling the beans with this one. So maybe you're thinking back, man, that was my Uncle Jim, or that was Aunt Sally. Sally. Who is Sally out there? I keep hearing that. Sally, you've been busy. If you're the karmic Sally, you've been busy. Because I'm seeing crows. This is not a good time for your name to pop up, because I'm speaking truth here about some people that are about to reap their karma. I keep hearing it's coming. It's coming. Crows. Crows are all about a spiritual and physical death approaching. So it could be either or. There's a lot of physical deaths actually happening because these people did it to themselves, because they dabbled in stuff that they didn't understand. So they actually, because they didn't read the instruction guide, they wanted to go and put the slide together without reading the instructions. When they were doing all this magic, they didn't read the fine print about return to sender and how to protect yourself from that. And I know this because when I was first started, when I first got Reiki attuned and I found out I could do energy healing, I was meditating and I was like, Lord, let me take all of this person's pain and everything. And it was my friend's daughter. Well, I didn't know how karmic my friend's daughter was, and I didn't know that's not how you do it. And boy, I absorbed everything. Let's just say I felt like a train wreck for like 3 weeks. Crazy. So I definitely don't do that, but I'm learning these people are it's coming back to them. You have a divine message of healing here from Jeremiah 17:14. Heal me, O Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. So I feel like there are definitely, if you are this green collar or red collar worker and you were doing some spying, it's time, because I feel like you're not waking up, because 222 is here. There's a lot of energy that's like very blocked with you. You're not on the right path. You might as well give up if you are the karmic, because balance, harmony, and trust is being restored right now, especially to friendships and regarding family and romantic relationships as well. Spirit is saying, how can you learn and grow? These people have been secretly blaming and shaming you behind your back. This is a confirmation of gossip and foul intentions trying to get you caught up. So pay attention right now. Afraid, intimidated of what you have. And I hear this is an older gentleman. This is like somebody like an authority figure or somebody who has some kind of authority, maybe even in your family. How they are afraid and intimidated of what you have, how you look, where you're going, and also that you're going to tell their little secrets because they're spreading lies to gain control. They're just telling anybody that'll listen right now. Nobody's listening because you were the divine protection. Okay, once you pull back your energy, Sunday, something's going to make you open up your third eye because right now you're going to have, I'm hearing, a revelation's going to happen. We just had a passing of a death on a Sunday, and I keep hearing that 3535. Go look that up. Sundays are very relevant. So Saturday, this week, Tuesday is being shown here. That's today. To Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Two finger deuces to negativity, tasting the rewards today. Take back your power. You're taking back your power or something today, and especially on Sunday. I'm hearing, repeat this, I am an intuitive person and I know what is right for me. My third eye is open and ready to fully see my life purpose. I am an intuitive person. I trust my intuition. It never fails me. I'm ready to clearly view all aspects of my life. And so it is. Amen. Because on Sunday, people are about to reap what they sow. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with sun and love. Celebrate the memories and the moments. Release your worry and guilt. God has it handled. You are divinely protected. If you didn't go put out bad karma, then you don't have anything to worry about, beautiful soul, except I'm hearing that song, got my ass in the sand, toes in the water. Life is good today. Adios and vio con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA. I'm going somewhere sweeter where there's hot senoritas. And yeah, I can't hear all. That's the part I heard, but yeah, that's the song Zach Morris Band. That's the song for today. You're definitely about to be on a beach. If you've been seeing 1111 everywhere, this is your sign that you were spiritually awakened. If you're that plant empath that came out again today, you are a plant empath. You were supposed to be writing some kind of guidebook. You are a writer and author. This is a confirmed life purpose. Spirit is saying the karmic law number 12, law of significance and inspiration. Rewards are a result of the energy and effort we put into it. So basically, stop saying, I can't write this book. I don't know how. Start doing it piece by piece. It's just like when you start a regimen, an exercise regimen. It sucks. I'm going to tell you, when I started, I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I went and did kickboxing and I was the only one that was dying and wanted to give up. Everybody else was doing it. I was like, man, I've really got to have practice. So it's about starting. It doesn't matter where you are today, start. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of healers. He's the supreme healer among angels. He's helping heal any physical challenges of illness or pain, especially if you've been getting this weird pains or you've been lacking energy. It's from the spell work. Take Epsom salt baths and lavender. Start praying in nature. You got to start doing stuff. Use emerald green healing energy. Start using Reiki on yourself. Go get Reiki treatments, but you can't just complain about what's going on and not do anything. And that's kind of where I started this whole thing. Was like, I feel when it's kind of like therapy. Therapy is good, but I feel like if you're in therapy over a certain amount of time, now you're not healing if you're dealing with the same issue. That's my problem with it. If you're not like, people come that have been in therapy for over 20 years and within 5 minutes, we're healing half of their inner child. And that just goes to show me that people aren't listening. It's not about knowing more. It's not about having this title or knowing more. It's good to know things. And if you are a practitioner, it's better to know as much as you can. If you're an actual person who practices an art of even being a lawyer, a golfer, I'm hearing a mechanic, it's good to practice 4004 as I say that. It's good to get good at your craft, but stop comparing yourself. Okay, that's not why God gave you this gift. You need to know that you're a light worker, especially if you're a red collar worker. You may be listening right now. That's a agriculture government worker. Maybe you're starting on this whole thing. Maybe you're starting on your spiritual awakening now, and you didn't have as much of. Everybody has. I'm hearing there's levels to this, and everybody had different characters, different levels to this. So not everybody is in deep as karma of where you have to pass away from this earth kind of thing. But if you're listening, this is your aha moment, and it's time to tackle that shadow. Okay, today, Tuesday, is your day. You were stuck in the past. You are afraid to face their fear. And people are like, they're trying to trick you to stay in this mindset. This happened. If you saw 444 or 1111, this is to let you know the person you're messing with is walking, talking karma. And they're often very misunderstood. And they're listening to God and nobody else right now because they have a divine mission to complete. And they're very divinely protected. So I'm hearing stay in your lane, karmics, and go choose the karmic side until you're ready, to come back to the love and light side. But you're not going to sit here and blame, shame people and hurt any more of the light workers. God said no. And I keep hearing London bridges falling down, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. If you know, you know, and if you've ever been abused, a lot of us laugh because it's a nervous thing. It's more of a like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? And I've done it my whole life, and it's a coping mechanism too. So if you do that, please tell me in the comments section. Let me know that I'm not alone, that y'all do that too, because whoever told us that we had to cry at everything, why can't we laugh? Because some of these things are just so ridiculous and karmic-y that I have to laugh. It's like laugh or cry, and y'all made me cry for too many years, and guess what? I'm all cried out over you. Oh, that's an old song. What was that? Selena? That's like a 90s lowrider song. All right, so let's get into the names. Sorry, this one went over a little bit, but hey, 4303, as I say that. So these are the names that I got. Well, I'll give you the letters: JUXHACCKMAYRUBS. And so then I heard Joan Rivers, Mandy, Mork and Mindy, Sally. Who? That girl. That's the song, Sally. Yeah. Oh, if you know, you know. Cindy Lou coming back in there again. And then I heard, okay, so Junior, Felipe, Stanley, Frenchie, Monique, Pappa, Monee, Bebe, Sarah, Tina, Freddie, Denise, Shaw, Pickleball, something about Australia, Sandy Beaches, Miracles Do Come True, and then Myrtle Beach. And I heard they played offense, you play defense. So definitely let me know how that resonates, beautiful souls. luck is definitely on your side because you're either on the good side of karma or the bad side or the questionable side of karma. But definitely you know what side you're on, so you don't have anything to worry about if you're on the good side of karma. I love you, your angels love you, 444. For as I say that, don't give up today. God definitely loves you, and it's going to be a beautiful week. Have a beautiful day, beautiful souls.